Hey y'all, welcome to my channel and another cleaning video. You would think with how many videos I've done of cleaning my house would be spotless, but unfortunately that is not the case, like ever. On this particular day I was trying to do kind of a weekend reset. I think this was actually on a Monday because I don't work on Mondays. So this was kind of like my weekly reset, but mostly all I got done was cleaning because there was so much to do. Ideally, what I would like a weekly reset to look like would be to do all the regular daily chores that need to get done, but also be able to include putting away all the laundry, because mostly our laundry gets cleaned and hung up and folded, but it stays in the laundry room until the end of the week. So I would like for all of that to be put up and to choose the outfits for my kids and have those organized in their closet and ready for the week. And then I would really love to be able to get my car washed and do a grocery pickup and do any kind of meal prepping and like packing lunch bags and packing backpacks and things like that. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to do all those types of things. It was mostly just cleaning. And here's my goofy boys. They always love it whenever they see my camera filming. They'll always like to pop in and obviously be goofy and look at themselves. On to cleaning one of my least favorite parts of the house, which is the dining area. I hate it because it gets so nasty, like so quickly. There's the floor underneath that table drives me absolutely crazy because like crumbs just appear within seconds of me cleaning it up, and it just drives me nuts. And it's right in the middle of our house, so it doesn't really matter where you're going in the house, you pretty much have to walk by this area, and I walk by it multiple times, and every time I walk by it, it just drives me absolutely nuts because it just pretty much always looks dirty to me because there's always crumbs under the table. So it just really, really drives me crazy. This is another one of my not so favorite areas to clean because as you can see, it always gets like filthy over here after every single meal. Brooks throws down his food sometimes, and if it's fruit like it was here, then it gets stuck on the floor. It makes the floor sticky and it's just gross, and it gets crumbs under it too. But this is kind of like right next to where the table is. It's all in the same area, so just this whole entire area of my house just really I hate looking at a lot of the time. When it's clean, I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of the house to look at whenever it's clean, but it just doesn't stay very clean very often. And keeping a high chair clean is truly impossible, and they're just like really hard to wipe down because there's so many little crevices and different areas to try to get food out of, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I really hate the high chair as well. I really just hate cleaning, guys. I wish I was one of those people who found cleaning like therapeutic in a way, and so like when I was stressed or anything like relieving my stress would be to get up and clean. I know there's some people out there that are like that, but I'm not one of them. Unfortunately, I'm like the opposite. If I'm stressed and overwhelmed, the last thing I want to do is have to clean, because that just feels even more overwhelming for some reason. But I was watching myself do these dishes, and it made me think of doing dishes as a kid with my brother, and we would fight so bad about doing dishes because we both hated it so much. He didn't want to have his hands in the gross water, but I was like, well, neither do I. Like, I don't know. But so dishes has never been a fun one for me, but I really can't think of a single cleaning task that I actually enjoy doing. I really just don't like any of it. But I know that's not the mindset I need to have. I need to be grateful because I have this beautiful home to live in and to get dirty, to need to clean. My boys are able to play and, have fun, and they have food to eat, to spill crumbs on the floor. We have places to sit in our home. We have a lot of things that we're very blessed with. So while I sit here and complain about having to clean it all, I'm being a little convicted about just quit complaining and just be grateful for what I have, because I actually am very blessed and have a lot of wonderful things in my life that I shouldn't complain about. I always forget to change the date over on this little sign here, and obviously that was a while back, but Levi always makes fun of me for it, because he'll come out and be like, oh, that's weird, I thought it was September or October. And I still have it on August, so that's about how well I can keep up with that. Then once I made my way over to this side of the countertops, I realized I needed to feed the fish. I really forget about that fish like quite a lot, and I don't know how he's still alive like a whole year later. And now we have another one. We actually had 2 more that the boys won at the fall festival or harvest festival, I don't know, whichever one. They won 2 fish at their harvest festival at school, and one of them already died, but we have 2 now, and so we'll see how long they last. But I'm really surprised the first one has lasted this long, because I swear we forget to feed him all the time. My favorite part of doing these videos is watching them back and seeing what the boys are doing while I'm cleaning. Like, a lot of times I don't really realize what they're doing, and then I watch it back and I'm just like, they're so silly and they're so cute, but it's fun to watch back. On to another favorite, the laundry. Whenever I am doing my laundry, I think about like how I do it. Like, I see other people's videos of doing laundry, and y'all all be doing it totally different than me. Like, I feel like y'all all just like go in there, dump all your clothes in the washing machine, and then y'all, when you're done, when it's dry, it's in a basket and it's been there like for a few days, and then you fold it after a few days. And what I just don't get about that is, how do y'all keep your clothes from being stained, and how do you keep your clothes from being wrinkled? Because if I don't check every article of clothing I'm throwing in the washer, there's bound to be like 20 items in there with stains on it, because my boys stain like every single shirt they wear every day. So I have to literally spray like all of the boys' clothes. And then this is my little hanging folding system. So as I'm pulling clothes out of the dryer, I will immediately hang it on a hanger, or I'll fold it if it's folding clothes, and I'll put it on these shelves. So I don't know, I just feel like I do it totally different than everyone else. Here we finally got to a like weekly reset task, I feel like, because we were actually picking out the boys' outfits for every day of the week. So sometimes I will do this by myself, but I like to have their input a lot because, you know, it's their clothes and I like for them to be able to wear what they want to wear. But I have those little hanging, I don't know, organization bin things. You'll see them here in a minute. But we just pick an outfit, and each day of the week has a little cubby to put the clothes in. So pick an outfit and put it in each day of the week, and it's really easy for them to stay organized and be able to go get their clothes in the morning without much assistance. So here's the little organization bin thing, hanging bin thing I was talking about, where their clothes go in. I don't know how many loads of laundry I did this day, but I can assure you I still didn't finish. It's ridiculous. Then there I am finding a Nerf bullet in the washing machine. You never know what you're gonna find in a washing machine with boys. I'm always finding stuff in there. My biggest fear is that I'm gonna find like a small animal one of these times. So I'm praying that doesn't happen. But this is Briar's sheet that I'm spraying. See, I even have to spray the sheets. I can't even put sheets in the washer without having to spray them down. But this was just because he got a bloody nose in the middle of the night and there was blood on his sheets. Usually I don't have to do that. I got the clothes to their designated rooms earlier, but now I'm actually putting them up where they go in the closets and the drawers. So, but after this, I took a little break before moving on to the other clothes so that me and the boys could take the dogs on a walk. So that was a nice little break.
I was trying to cover that little.
Yeah. All right, back to putting up the clothes. I guess I did get to some of my weekly reset tasks that I wanted to get to, and this is one of them. That organization hanging system that I have in my laundry room, that's where all of the clothes pile up during the week, and then at the end of the week is usually when I go put everything up. So that's why there's just like piles and piles everywhere of all of our clothes, because that's what happens. It just piles up in the laundry room and then eventually it'll get put up. But it also serves as like a second closet, to be honest with you, because sometimes it just doesn't make it to the room. But you know, it is what it is. It's fine. It truly just never ends. Never ends. Another weekly reset thing that I like to do and want to do is changing out the sheets. And luckily I have 2 sets of sheets, so it's easy. I'll just take one off and take the dirty ones to the laundry and then put the new ones on right then and there. So that does make it easy, but to this particular day, I wasn't feeling making the bed. I just wasn't feeling it. So I did it, but I didn't make it look all cute and nice. I just literally threw the blankets on, and I didn't even put the comforter on there, and I didn't put the pillows all nice and cute. I just threw the sheets, threw the blanket on, threw the pillowcases on, and called it good. That was as good as it was getting that day. I was able to go through the diaper bag, as you can see, and kind of get it ready for the week, but I did not get to the boys' backpacks or lunch boxes, unfortunately, but those are pretty easy to do in the morning too, so it's not a big deal, but I just like to have it done the night before if I can. And the last thing I did was vacuum the laundry room and the boys' rooms. I didn't get to the master. And then in the main living space, like the living room, kitchen, dining room, hallway areas, that gets vacuumed by our little robot vacuum. So the only thing that really got missed was our room and our bathroom, but it's okay. It can wait for another day. You'll notice each room I go to, the lighting outside is just like a little bit darker in each room, because this really took me all day. Obviously, I wasn't going nonstop. There was a lot of things going on in between, like feeding kids and baths and all that stuff. So there was a lot going on in between, and a lot of stuff that I didn't film too, that I was doing. So a lot happened, but yeah, you can just tell slowly if you pay attention in the video that the light is slowly getting darker. Like here, it's already nighttime by the time I made it over to this room. But anyway, I appreciate y'all joining me for another reset and cleaning video, and I hope to see y'all and hear from y'all in the comments on the next one. Y'all have a great week.